Hey everyone, Kirky here with Exis, bringing you another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today we're going to be talking about Materia. Letting you guys know right now, this is the hidden RNG, the true endgame, I believe, of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. So I do apologize if I bounce around a little bit, but we're going to try to get through this in an orderly fashion. So first, we're going to talk about what exactly Materia is. So Materia is basically a magic-infused orb. If you played Final Fantasy VII and you played it, any type of hardcore level, you would sit there for 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way up to a half an hour rearranging your materia to get your characters ready for, some of the weapons or whatnot, the super bosses. Anyway, it's magic infused orbs. So, as I'm sure you already know, you can have 2 abilities off your weapons, 1 for each weapon, and you can have 3 materias equipped, so you can have 3 basically spells or spell type attacks, and you get these from various places. So we're going to talk about where you get them from, how to acquire them, max rarities, all that stuff. So one of the first places that you're going to go for these is going to be your dungeons. When you open up the Crisis dungeons, go in here and show you real quick. Now it's just going to be the normal levels on these. The hard ones give different materials. So if we go to normal, on this one, we're going to go to first time rewards. And as you can see, if you clear it at A or above, you get a spell. I forgot which spell it is. I'm sorry. Because I already have them acquired. So that's going to be one of the places that you're going to get them. These are not that difficult. If you progress a little bit, over CP a little bit, you should be absolutely fine to get the S plus clear. One of the second places that you're going to get them from is the exchange. You're going to get crisis medals. In here, you can buy the ice, lightning, and fire breach. I already bought the fire breach. You can get fire, thunder, and I believe blizzard. Blizzard there? Yeah, Blizzard and Fire Breach. You're also going to get some through various quests. And you are going to unlock a thing called Synthesis. This is where you're going to make them. This is very important. You always, in my opinion, you're always going to want to have these going. Okay? Always. So when you go to Synthesis, I have one open here for you guys to see. You're going to use the materials that you get from farming, which I'll show you in a minute, to make your materia. So your materia has a random chance of going from 1 star to all the way up to 5 star. I have not seen the actual percentages, but I can tell you the 5 stars are extremely low. There's only been, I think, 1 or 2 since launch on the Discord, and I believe there was only 1 in the last CBT. So that's the basics. Now we're going to get into slightly more advanced stuff here in a second, but as you can see, it requires ores and chips to create the materia. So the places you're going to go to get these is you're going to go to solo content, enhancement quests, synthesis, and now, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. You get your first materia book when you do these. You get 1 for each of these. What do you get for earth? You get arrow for wind, quake for earth, I believe, and water for water. So as you can see, you drops higher materials the higher you go. You're going to want to farm as high as you can, and you're going to want to farm the specific element for the materia that you want to get. As I'm sure you know, ice is strong against fire, water strong against lightning, so on and so forth. All right, so that's where you're going to get the rest of your spells, your materia, and your materials. These materials can drop, I believe they can drop off cactars as well. I don't think that there are any co-op places that you can farm the materials. Let's go back to the synthesis real quick. Now, in here, in the synthesize, you can alter the synthesis of the materia. So if you go to, let me do a water one. I've already been working on them. All right. So you go down here to add materials, and there's 3 different rarities. I don't know, rare, epic, legendary, whatever you want to call them. And when you add these, it increases the base rarity percentage that you're going to get, or guarantees a base rarity. And also, here, you'll see. Synthesis level 1 is a 2-star plus guaranteed, which means it will not come up as 1-star. And as we get up to the next level, still 2-star guaranteed plus, and it gives you 2 substats guaranteed. This goes up. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have not found any of the legendary catalysts in the game. It doesn't even tell you where they drop. So my guess is that's either going to be a reward from some sort of, I don't know, maybe like super boss, or not really the tower, because that drops the pieces. But as far as I'm concerned, they're not in the game yet. Nobody's seen them. But the higher you go, you can get more substats, the better potential outcome you'll have. So you're going to add, you're going to synthesize. I'll tell you where to get those in a second. And there you go. That's pretty much what you're gonna do. Now I'm gonna go over here and shorten this one up so I can get back into the menu. This one should be a 3-star blue if I'm right. Ah, man. I need a 3-star. I don't want to give it to me. All right, so back in synthesize, we're gonna go to add materials. Now the blue ones drop from the synthesis quest materials, Earth 4 and Lightning 5. You can exchange them for crisis and co-op metals. I would not use your crisis metal for them. The co-op metals you could buy I think 20 purples and then unlimited amount of blues. The purples drop in the very hard crisis dungeons, Kokobo expeditions, again crisis and co-op metals. I wouldn't spend crisis metals on them. Okay. Now we're done with that section. So we're going to go over to enhance materia. And there's 2 more things to talk about. The first thing is leveling up your materia. So when you level up your materia, let me find one that I'm going to level. All right, I'm going to level this one up. Water. Arrow. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So when you want to level it up, and the stats aren't huge, at least not at this tier, you're gonna go to enhance, items, and you're gonna use your materia boosters. Okay. Optimize, enhance. You're gonna enhance it. I'm glad I don't have enough materia boosters there, because you can also go back here to materia, and you can use the materia that you got to level them up. Now I'm not going to be using a 2-star. So we'll take Ruin Blow here, enhance it up. Actually, I'm going to have to bring this to 5-star real quick. All right, we can do the 2 fires. Okay. So this seems to work like most other games. As you level up, you open up the additional substats, and then so anyway, after you level up to max level, you're going to go to upgrade. You're going to use other materials to upgrade it, and it's going to upgrade the total max level to 5. Now, as of right now, and for the materials that are in the current game, you can only upgrade it once to level 10. I'm more than sure that at some point you can upgrade these higher than 10, but as of right now, that is the max. Then you're going to go through here, and again, you're going to, I'm not, you pick them, and you're going to go ahead and add your materials to level them up. So that is pretty much everything to do with the materia, how to acquire it, how to level it up, how to craft it. Because one of the things, this is another PSA too, because I put this in my beginner's guide. A lot of people are still having some issues with this because they're just simply not listening to the advice. You know, if you want to build your character, how you want to build your character, and go in and play it how you want to play it, that's absolutely fine. But if you don't have the right elements or you don't have the right sigils, the break sigils, you're simply not going to be able to progress. You're gonna get walled pretty much every step of the way. So we're gonna go to solo content real quick here. We're gonna go to summon quest, trial the summoner. I am currently working on. I have my ice built out. I have to level up a little bit, but I'm going to farm Ifrit so I can farm Shiva. Shiva is my ultimate goal. So this is one of the reasons why the materia is so important. So we're gonna go to one I've already beaten. And now, as you can see here on the bottom, trial of Ifrit normal, it shows you the weaknesses. As you can see, it's weak against ice, it's weak against the crossed sigil there. Always hit the recommended party. You know, if you need to swap out like your last materia for a cure because it doesn't put it on there, that's fine. But this is here. Okay, as you can see, recommended or whatever. When you hit recommend party, it automatically places your gear and your materia in such a way that it covers the elements and the sigils first. Always hit recommend here. Then you go to toggle. If there's a something on here that you don't want, that you want to exchange, like let's say, I mean, these are cures right here. Well, this barrier right here, I'm not going to use that barrier. So if you want to go in here, just go in here and swap it out to something else. But yeah, I probably just put the barrier on there because of the mechanics of the fight. So there you go. There is your materia guide. If you have any questions, if I missed anything, please comment below. Like and subscribe as well. Come hang out with us in the Discord if you want to talk. We're there most of the day. Peace.